Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. So I'm live now on YouTube. Live now on YouTube. Okay. Um. Yep. What is good, everyone? Streaming again. Here again with another beautiful tutorial. So you guys are gonna enjoy today's tutorial. So it's gonna be a very short tutorial. So the idea here is to teach you guys how to achieve a simple church flyer, and this is another way I can help creatives to become more um, professional with using Photoshop to tell story. So I hope everyone is ready because I'm ready. So in this tutorial, I have the exercise file for this tutorial in the description section. If you want to follow along, you can get the background image I'm going to use in this tutorial. But the only thing I did not include in the tutorial is the picture of the character. So you can always get any picture to achieve the projects. So like I said, it's a simple church flyer, and the reason why I decided to make this live is to help creatives who feel, okay, if I'm to design a church flyer, I need to make sure elements to achieve the project. So I want to let you know that you don't have to get too many images to achieve a design project. One image or two should be enough for you to achieve a good design project. All right. Yeah, I hope my voice is clear. If my sound is better, please, I will appreciate if you can drop a message in the comment section before I get to the deeper part of this live session. So as I always do, I'm going to be sharing design tips with you. So if you have a pen and a jotter, I will advise you to get a pen and a jotter ready because I'm going to be teaching out some powerful tips with you guys. Okay. All right. So let's start. So I have my background here. So if you, like I said, you can get this. You can get the link to where you can download this background in the description section of this video. So I'm going to drag this and drop it here. All right. I'm going to activate the free transform with Ctrl T. I'll make this big. That's right. So because this is where I want to place my subjects, it's better if I place the lighter area of the background here, right? So this, if you look at the background here, you notice I have this light area here, and the angle where you have the light area is what determines where you're going to place your image. So I'm going to make my image be on the opposite side, which is how it's supposed to be. Your image will always be on the, talking of the picture of your character, it will always be on the opposite side of the light area on your background. All right. So now this is not compulsory. This is not like I'm not saying you must always make it like this. There are times when you have to make the a lighter area be behind the image, All right, that's the behind the picture of your character. But because the title and not the image of my character, I'm gonna place my background this way. All right. So this light area is always the I call it the track. All right. The job of this light area is to project the important information. So if your goal is to make your subject the always advise to put the subject. All right. So I'm going to start. I'm going to get and let's do the project. Like I said, it's a simple project. All right. So I'm going to drag the image of our character now above this here, like that. Right. All right. So I'm going to make this okay because I really want the title to be on this side of the project and make that right there. Okay, good. This is good. Then um so right now my subject here, my subject here is looking to flat, all right, and creatives, I know we always make this mistake of as soon as we place our image the way we receive it from the client. It's not always professional to work with that, right? So I'm going to show you guys how I always, make my projects, how to add depth to my project to make it look more professional. First off, I'm going to make my background a bit brighter. So I'm going to move this on a bit. So, all right, and make my subjects, the shadow on my subjects much stronger because, there's this thing called contrasts. All right, there's this thing called contrast in graphic design. Somebody's saying my sound is not clear. What's going on? It's showing like my sound is better here. Joshua is saying my sound is not clear. Please. Okay, so Femi is saying it's clear. So please, Joshua, please, I would advise you to check your network. All right. But right here, sound more clearer. So please, maybe you should go check your network. All right, like what Femi said. All right. So for those of you that care to know the frame size, sorry, I didn't remember to share the frame size of this project. The frame size of the project is 1000 by 1000 pixels, and the resolution of the project is 72. All right. So this is the width of the project here. It's 1000. Height is 1000. Resolution is 7. All right. So let's add depth to the picture of our subject here, and I'm gonna use curve. I'm gonna start with curve, and please, I needed one of you to pay attention to what I'm doing here because this part of the training is very important. All right, it's very, very important. So I'm going to move this down here. Now, this is affecting the entire project. So I'm going to select the click icon because I only want this to affect the layer of the subject. So I'm going to move this down here. And okay, so I was trying to explain something before I was interrupted. All right, so there's this thing called contrast in graphic design, and the idea of contrast is to help project the important information clearly and also to separate your elements. All right. So right now my background here is, is not too dark and is not too bright. All right. And my background here is looking, this picture of my subject here shares similar value in terms of the brightness and the darkness of the background color. So I'm trying to create a separation here. So what I'm trying here is to separate, to change the strength of the shadow on my subjects to make it different from the shadow on my background. Because if I turn off the curve here now, you see that the same brightness I have on the shadow part of my subject here is similar to the shadow on my background. Now, for those of you that don't know the shadow I'm talking about, you see this darker area I have here on my background are called the shadow. All right, here you have the shadow on my background, and this side here is the midtone. Right, I don't really have to highlight that on this background. So right now, the shadow on my subject here is close to the shadow that I have on my background. So I need to create that separation, and that is where contrast now comes in. So I'm going to make this visible now, and I'm going to do the S curve like that. All right, I'm going to do the S curve like that. All right. So then the shadow is still not strong, so I'm going to use selective color. All right, I'm going to use selective color to make the shadow on my subject pop. So I'm going to activate selective color under the adjustment tab here and click on the clip icon because I only want this to affect the layer of my subject. Then I'll go under black here because black here simply signify the shadow part on your subject. All right, so I'm going to move this down. Now you see we're beginning to have more depth on the shadow area on our subjects. All right, now look at this. Look at how, look at how powerful we have the shadow now. Let's see the before and after. This is the before and this is the after. But the other thing I think is not really helping here is the fact that the highlight on my subject here is still, I mean, there's no highlight on my subject. We only have the midtone and the shadow. So we need to have highlight here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw, I'm going to draw a shape around the face of my subject here. All right. So for those of you who are into makeup business, I'm sure you know and understand what I'm trying to do here. All right. So for those of you who are new to my channel, if you know you have not subscribed, kindly do so, because I do this live training a lot. So in order for you to be notified when I hit the live button, it's always advisable for you to click on the subscribe button now. All right. So I'm going to select curve now, and I'm going to push this up like that and go under the mask button here, and I'm going to add feathers to this. All right. So I'm going to add more feather. All right. Like that. So you see we're beginning to have this highlight on the face of our subject. So I'm going to move this up a bit more. Let's see the before and after. This is the after and this is the before. Wow, this is good. All right, this is good. Now you see that we are now, there's this light that we have now on our subject image. So if I hide everything here now, let me just clip this. If I hide everything here, and let's see the before of the image. Can you see? Can you see how dull the image is? And let's see the after. Boom, look at how beautiful the after is. All right, so the other thing we're going to do is, the outfit of my subject here, I want to add more depth to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add curve again. All right, so I'll push this down now, and I'm going to select the clip icon, and I'm going to hit Ctrl-I to reverse the mask. Then I'm going to select the brush tool. Then let's go to the brush settings here and make sure you are on the soft round brush. All right, so because I'm using a Graphix tablet, I'm going to check transfer. But for those of you that don't have a Graphix tablet, you can turn your flow down to 11. All right, make it 11, and you're still going to achieve the same move that I'm about to make now. All right, sorry. Okay, so the idea of doing this is, it's always good for you to have the power to control the strength of your brush, and that's what I'm trying to do here now. So I'm going to make this bigger and make sure that my foreground here is set to white, because white is what's going to make curve visible. All right, it's going to reveal the curve. All right, so then I'm going to softly apply this to the outfit of my subject now. All right, yeah, okay, yeah, this is good. This is good, like that. Good. Then the other thing I want to do here is the shirt of my subject here is looking too yellow. All right, so we need to make this look white, because the yellow color, all right, is not even yellow, orange, is making it look like it's dirty. So I'm going to select hue saturation now, and I'm going to select the clip icon. All right, select the clip icon, and then I'm going to move this down to right about here, and then I'm going to hit Ctrl-I I'm going to reduce my brush size and add bring back the hue saturation on the outfit like that, right? But I would have loved to use the pen tool here because the pen tool would have been the best tool to use. So I'm acting like one of the lazy designers here now. Okay. Sorry, I'm not a lazy designer, right? Because I know some of you will start looking at me like Caesar, you're a lazy designer for you not to crop the image. Yeah, I know. I accepted. If you call me a lazy designer, I accept it. All right. So yeah. So let's see before and after. So I'm gonna make this go down a bit more. Okay, like so. Yeah, this is good. So we're making progress. So now for my background here, I want to have this orange color on my background because there's this thing called Unity in graphic design. So I want to create that Unity here on the projects. All right. But first up, the yellow on the face of my subject here is looking too heavy. So not even yellow, the orange. All right, should be the orange color. So I'm going to go on the hue saturation again. I'm going to select the hue saturation button here, and I'm going to select the clip icon, and I'm going to go on the red. Or should we do red? Okay, you know what? Let's just reduce the hue a bit, like that. All right, let's make the hue go down like that, and this is affecting the whole project, and that's not part of the plan. So I'm going to use Ctrl I to reverse the mask, select the brush tool, and zoom in, and then I'm going to apply my brush to the layer mask of the hue saturation to reduce the orange color that we have on the face of our subject, like that. Okay. So yep. All right. So we are still we're making progress here, guys. All right. So the next thing I want to do here is the color of the tie here. I need to change it to something more orange. So what I'm going to do again is to add hue saturation, and then select the clip icon again, and I am going to use the picker tool here to pick this color here, and I'm going to move this around till I see the perfect orange color that I want. So I'm going to add more saturation to this, and let's see if I move this to somewhere around here like that. Let's see if I move this forwards. There's a particular color I'm looking for. I want it to look more orange. All right, this is good. Yeah, this is good. So, but this is affecting the face and the outfits of my subject here. So I'm going to hit Ctrl I, and this time I'm going to use the pen tool to quickly crop this out. So for those of you that want to know how to use the pen tool, I have a tutorial here on my YouTube channel. All right, that I believe to help you to know how to use the pen tool. The use of the pen tool is not hard. Seriously, it's not really hard at all. What makes it look as if it's hard is your mind. All right, if you think it's hard, you're gonna find it hard. Most of my students who are always shy or who are always afraid of using it, I've been able to help them. All right, I've been able to help them, and it's so surprised. I'm surprised that the first person I explain how to use this tool for among my students was able to know how to use the tool within just 3 days, and now is a professional pen tool user now. So I believe every one of you can also know how to use it if you are serious with it. All right, so I've hit Ctrl Enter, all right, to convert my path to a marquee, and I'm going to apply the hue saturation now to the tie by holding on Ctrl M backspace, and I'm going to hit Ctrl D. So now listen, guys, what I'm doing here is I'm trying to make the project pop, all right, because color is one of the secrets to making your design look pop and interesting. Color, when you play with color well, it's going to make your project look, it's going to give life to your project. And that's what I'm trying to do here. All right, so yeah, we're good with the tie now, and let's go to the suits. All right, so I'm going to select color balance now, and I'm going to make sure my tone here is set to mid-tone, and then I'm going to move this to this side like that and move this to this side. So I want to add orange, all right, to the outfit of my subject here. So yep, and I'm going to hit Ctrl I again and make sure that this is clipped to this. All right, and I'm going to select the pen tool again. Then I'm going to quickly crop this like that. All right, now these are one of the things. If I let me, for those of you that don't know this, see, this part is one of the secrets to, making your clients look at you like, why is it that whenever you touch design projects, there's this feel that we always get whenever you work on design project for us that we hardly see from other creatives. I get this response a lot from clients. All right, and this is what I do whenever I'm working on design project for them. So I'm going to convert my part now to a marquee by holding down Ctrl and Enter to convert that to a marquee, and I'm going to hold down Ctrl and backspace to apply the color of my color balance here to the to apply my color balance now to the project. All right, but right now this is affecting both the mid-tone and the shadow, so we need to apply blend diff to this to take this away from the shadow and just make it appear only on the mid-tone. All right, and so I'm going to double click on the layer to activate the layer style, and under my blend diff here, I'm going to move from here, all right, now down to, okay, so I think it should be from here. No, sorry, it should be from here. All right, so this side controls the shadow, so I'm going to take this away from the shadow, and I'm going to hold down Alt and split this, and then move this here and move this there. So the idea of splitting the slider is to smooth the blend diff. All right, so I'm going to move this here like that and select the OK button, and boom, look at what we have. This is looking beautiful. All right, so I want the color to pop more, so I'm going to select hue saturation again and click on the clip icon, and this time I'm going to hold on Alt and duplicate the color balance layer mask and apply to the layer mask of the hue saturation like that. All right, then I'm going to increase the saturation like that, and now this is beautiful. All right, this is beautiful right now. So I'm going to select the curve adjustment now, and I'm going to move this down like that, and select the clip icon again and hit Ctrl I to reverse the mask, and I'm going to select the brush to increase my brush size. Now I'm going to make sure that so for those of you who doesn't have a Graphix tablet, please still make sure that your flow is set to 11 here. But because I have a Graphix tablet, I have my transfer check. So if you have a Graphix tablet, just make sure that your transfer is checked to your transfer control is set to pen pressure. All right, so then I'm going to apply the brush now to the outfit of my subject here. I think I over applied the saturation to this, so I'm going to reduce it a bit, like that. So this is the before and this is the after. Now I'm sure some of you are wondering, hey Caesar, but why do we have to change the outfit of the subject? You're going to see why now. All right, so let's bounce on the background. All right, so I'm going to go to the color balance here now. Now see guys, the changing of the outfit is not really important. All right, you can always leave the outfit of the subject like this, but because of what I want to achieve here, it's better I change the color of the subject, because I really want my background here I really want to create that unity here on my project. All right, so I'm going to mix the color now. So I'm going to go under yellow here now, add more yellow to this. Now you see why we need to change the color of the outfit. Now you see there's this unity now that we can now see on the project. So I'm going to move this to this side and add just soft red to this. Now you see it looks as if the background and the subject are from the same world. If you agree with me, please, I will appreciate if you can drop a message and say, Caesar, I 100% agree with you. And if you don't, there's no crime. You can also say, I don't agree with you, okay? All right. So then I'm going to add a curve again, and we are going to push this down and move this down like that. All right. And I'm going to hit Ctrl I to reverse the mask again. Select the brush tool, and I'm going to apply the brush right here. All right, like so. So the reason why I'm adding the brush to this side here is because I plan to put some information on this side of the project. So I'm going to create a new layer and then call this layer brush shadow. All right, then I'm going to softly apply that here like that. All right, and okay, you know what, since the project is already looking dark, maybe we should do this the other way. All right, okay, you know what we'll do, guys, let's do this the other way. So instead of making the bottom part of the project darker, let's make it bright. All right, because right now we actually have more of you know, we have more of mid-tone than highlight. So let's add highlight instead of the mid-tone. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit curve again this time, and I'm going to move this up like that. All right. And hit Ctrl I to reverse the mask. And then I'm going to bring back the, you know, the curve to the project, you know, like so. All right, yes, then we are going to create a new layer now, and I'm going to pick a color from here and make it just this color, and we can now apply that here because, you know, like I said, my plan is to put some information on this side of the project. So I'm creating the room for that information now. All right. So we can now make this. But right now, this is not still looking the way I want it. So I'm still going to go back again and add. I'm going to create a new layer again. And this time I'm going to change my blend mode here to color dodge. And I'm going to double click on the layer and turn off transparency. And let's see if I apply the brush now, you see that we now have that bright area where we can place our contacts like that. All right, yeah, this is good. Yeah, this is good. All right, so now that we have this, all right, so what we now need to do is, let's see if I make the background now darker. Let's see if it's going to work. No, I'm not a fan of that. All right, I don't like it. Okay, so right now, maybe we should just leave this for now. We may still go back and tweak things here, but let's just leave it like this for now. All right, so like I said, the idea is to place some information on this side of the project. Okay, so let's see, what do we have now? What do we have now? What do we have now? All right, so then I'm going to stamp visible the project because I want to take this to camera and to do the color grading. So I'm going to right click and hit convert to smart object. So for those of you that don't know, the shortcut to stamp visible is Ctrl Shift Alt and E. Ctrl Shift Alt and E. All right, so then I'll go to filter now, and I'm going to select camera filter. Emmanuel Ekanem, I see your message there. Please, if this training is making sense to you, I will appreciate if you kindly drop a message and say yes, it's making sense, please. All right, I'm always happy whenever you guys do that. All right, so let's start playing with the settings here. So I'm going to start with contrast here. So I really want to add more depth to the shadow area of my project, so I'm going to increase the contrast like that. And for the highlights, all right, I want this area here to be more brighter. So I'm going to increase that, like that. All right. Therefore, the texture, I don't want the texture on it. I'm just going to put this down because I want this, the face of my subject to look smooth. So I'm going to reduce the texture like that. And if I increase this vibrance here, now you see the color looking so pop. And I'm going to close this and go under the detail here and increase the sharpen like that and increase the noise. All right, noise reduction, increasing noise reduction. So the idea of increasing the noise reduction is to drop the is to make the face of my subject smooth. All right, so I'm taking out the noise from the face of my subject. And yeah, so I actually want this area to have touch of blue here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go under color mixer here, and if I go under the hue here, and I play with the grain, if I move the grain, or let's just play with the aqua. So if I move the aqua to this side, okay, we're not seeing any changes. Okay, it's actually working, but it's not much. So if I move this to this, now you see we're beginning to see, if you look at this area of my subject here, you see we're beginning to see that, that color on that area. So I'm going to move this down to this side, and let's see if I move this to this side. So for my yellow here, I'm going to add green to the yellow here. All right. Yeah, so I'll move that to that area like so. Okay, then let's see, this is beautiful. So if I move this more to this side and I move this to this side, and this is good. So if I go down here, let's see. Okay, so yeah, so I'm going to add, just move this down. So, or you know what, let's go back to the basic here and let's make the colors more let's make it cool. All right, so I'm gonna move this here like that, and yes, so I'm gonna go back to the color mixer. To the color mixer, and right now if I, okay, you know what, let's just leave this, like let's leave the color mixer the way it is, and I'll go to the color grading here and add blue to this like so. One blue on the projects. So I'm using Photoshop CC 2023. That's for those of you that want to know the version of Photoshop I'm using. Let's see, this okay. No, that's not okay. So I'm gonna move this back here. Okay, I think this is better. Move this here. So I'm still trying to look for the best part. Okay, you know what? So I'm going to leave this here. Then I'll go under the shadow and move this here and make this look more. Let's have more blue like that. Yeah, this is good. The shadow parts like that, and yeah, this is beautiful. All right, then we can have more vibrance to this like so, and if I hit the OK button, you see what we have. So let's say the before and after. This is the before and this is the after. So I prefer the after to the before. Do you agree with me, guys? Okay, so let's start adding our text to the project now. So I'm going to start by going to the text tool here, and I'm going to click right here, and I'm going to okay, there's another thing I want to do here. All right, let's just type S and U. All right, and change the blend mode to, let's change the blend mode to should we use color dodge? Okay, I think I prefer color dodge, and I'm going to use hero style. All right, because my background is looking too flat. All right, so I want to make I just want to give my background on live. All right. So I'm going to use zero style and I'm going to make this bigger, like that. So this is going to come right here. Okay. I'm going to position this here. So for those of you that need the background, you can access this by using the link in the description section of this tutorial. All right. So yeah, I decided to make 2 copies of this so as to make it serve as a pattern. All right. So then I'm going to put this in a group by hitting Ctrl G. Then I'm going to hold down Ctrl and click on the thumbnail of the layer of my subject here. And I'm going to select the clip icon and hit Ctrl I to reverse, the mask like that. And we are going to reduce the no, sorry, don't let us tamper with it. It should be the opacity. Sorry, guys. It should be the opacity like that. All right. So I'm gonna make it a bit visible like that. Good. All right. So I'm gonna lock the layer because I don't want to move the layer around. Okay. So we can even still make this bigger, right? So I'm gonna make this more bigger. So I hit Ctrl T right there and make this real big, like so. And this can come here while this can come, while this can come here. Okay, no, let's just position this here like that. And I think this is making sense. Or we can also rotate this. All right. If you rotate it, it will still fly. All right. Can rotate it. Is this okay? No. Let's go back to this. It's better this way. All right. So yeah, I know so many of you don't play with using type as your background. See, guys, I do this a lot. Okay, you know what we'll do? I'm gonna, since I have SU at the top, so I'm gonna type ND Y like that. Then we can move this to somewhere here. All right, like that. And sure, it's still gonna fly. Okay, you know what we'll do? Let's make this SN. It should be N. Good. And then we're going to take out the N from here and let's have just DNY. Oh my God, I love this project. All right, so yeah, let's start playing with the title. How many of you love what I'm doing here? Please, if you love what I'm doing here, I'll appreciate if you can drop a message. Let me know what you guys think about this. But for me, I'm really enjoying what I'm doing here. I don't know about you. I love what I'm doing here. But you know what, guys? I still feel like making this green look more bluish. So I'm going to select hue saturation here and select the the color picker icon here. I mean, the picker icon here, and pick this color from here. And let's see if I move this round. Right? If I move this round, you see, I think we're beginning to have more of the blue color like that. All right. Yeah, I think this is okay. Yeah, this is good. All right. So let's start adding our text now. So I'm going to click here. Sorry, this is not supposed to be active. So I'm going to turn this off and then click here because I need to hide this layer because it's affecting my typing of the text. All right. So let's type NUNDLY. So Sunday. So Sunday, I'll make that bigger like that. All right. And maybe we should just put there in front of it. Yeah, so I'm gonna use another character here. Let's use Gotham. And let's use the bold version of Gotham like that. Okay, and I'm gonna change the color of this to white, or we can even pick the color from here and make it brighter. All right, and we're gonna add space between the letters like so. All right, I still want the title to be more bigger than what I have here now. So it should be ministering. Let's put this here. Okay. I'm going to make this a bit bigger. And put this here. And let's say there. Should be this, not the Sunday. This Sunday. Should we just make this come here? Or okay, you know what we'll do, guys? Let's use a more narrow type here. So if I use Bebers, all right, and let's see if this is going to work. So I'll move this close to this and make this bigger. All right. Or we can even make it a bit smaller. And then this can move close to this. So we can add more space. You know, like that. Okay. And then we can now change the color of this to this and make it brighter. Let's play with this, you know, like that. Or let's use another color. All right, like so. And we can now have ministering. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm going to type ministering now, or maybe I should just copy it from. Okay, this Sunday ministering live. All right, cool. So we have this Sunday ministering live. Right, this Sunday ministering live. So we can now have ministering here. Right, and then we can change the color of this to this. And yep, like that. So let's just have this here. Or maybe we should just move this up. We're going to go back to arrow style. Okay. Then make this be above this. This smaller. Some. Okay. I kind of like it like this, but I don't know if the client is going to approve it. You know what? Let's just do what the client sent. All right. Another character for this. Let's see. I'm trying to look for something that is more visible, you know, something that is not going to stress the viewers to see. Ministering live. Okay, let's see if I use this. Okay, I'm going to draw a shape here. Okay, and this shape is going to come in, it's going to come in this color here. All right, and yep, no, this is dull. No, this is dull. So I'm going to use, it's too heavy. No, sorry, that one is too heavy. That particular color is too heavy. If I move this here, like that, yep. So then we can change the corners to let's use 10. Good. So then I'm gonna make this Bebus and make it bold. Move this here and make this a bit bigger, and like that. We can even make this have this color here. So I'm going to look for an icon. Let's use let's call camera icon, like that. Searching for a video camera icon. So if you are looking at using the same layout that I'm using here, and you want to get the you are looking at using the same icon that I'm using on this project, please just search for video camera icon and Google is going to get you this. All right, so I'm going to make this smaller and just out here, and this is going to come right here, you know, like that. And let's see, then I'm going to change the color of this to go on the color overlay here and change the color of this to this color here. All right, then let's just move this in. Okay, activate the frame transform and make this close, you know, like that. And that's the icon. So we can move this here. Should we just move it here? Ministry this Sunday, ministering live. So ministering live can come here, and we can now make this a bit smaller, like that. Then should we make the ministering text cursive? Let's try and see if we make it cursive, if it's going to look nice. So if I come right, where are all my cursive type, man? So if I use I have a lot of cursive type here, but I hardly remember them with their names. So if I use, no, don't let us use Caleto. Caleto is too playful. Ministering now. Please, if this is making sense to you, kindly hit the like button if you love this video, and if you have not subscribed, kindly do so now, please. All right, we're almost at the end part of this meeting, so if you have not subscribed, I will appreciate if you can hit the subscribe button now. Okay, because like I said previously, I'm going to be doing more tutorials like this for you guys to enjoy. So in order for you to get notified when I am live, I'm going to advise you to hit the subscribe button. All right, so I think we'll make this small m. Should we make it capital M? I'm not really feeling this, the way this M is here. All right, I'm not. So I'm going to change. Sorry, I hit the wrong key. I'm going to hit Ctrl J and paste this here. And then move this here like that. I hope this is better. Good. So let's put everything. In fact, let's make a layer panel next. So I'm going to put this in a group. And for the title, should we just put that also in the group? If I move this down here, Move this here. Let's see if we make this Sunday. Come right here and make it smaller. Um, kind of like this layout, but I know the client I'm working for is not really a fan of too much white space like that. So I need to make sure I satisfy the client. All right. Yes. So if I move this down here, and then we now have the ministering with the with our shape here, put them in a group, and then we can now make this a bit smaller. So this Sunday ministering live, then we can make this a bit bigger like that. And we can now have the name of the minister right under the ministering live. All right. So we can move this up a bit, right? Then I'm going to paste that somewhere here. Ooh, man. And then we're going to have still going to use the same character. I'm going to use Bebas. Now, like that. We can now pick the same color from here again, and we can make this smaller. Okay. Right, we can put that there and Ctrl J. Then we can now have the name of the minister as REV dots. This can come right here. Or let's break it. We can break the name. Okay. And just justify that way. Then we can now move this up. Or another good thing we can do is we can make the minister's name come in a cursive type. All right. And make it bigger. Check this out. Okay. So I'm going to make this and here. And we can put this here. Yep. Then this can come in small letter. Okay. And we can still use the same character. Position this here. Yes. Then we can now make this bigger like so. Then this can now come in a normal font. Then we can take this out. Then put M here like that. Okay. I think this is good. Yeah, I hope you guys like what you're watching. Please, if you do, I will appreciate if you can drop a message. All right, I can see just few people's I can see few messages here, guys. I need more of your messages. All right, please. Um. So yeah. So I'm gonna move this up here like that, and I think we've settled the area of the title with the minister's name, and then so the other thing we need to work on now is I don't know why something just doing me like I should change this layout. Okay. So for now, I'm gonna leave this like this. Okay, and we are gonna go straight to the next part of the artwork, which is um the adding of the dates, the time, and like that. So now, so I told you guys that this area here is designed for the um the venue, the time, and the date. So I'm gonna start with the time, which is 9 a.m. and I'm gonna change the color of this to black. And I'm gonna use, let's use more strats here. All right. So I'm gonna use more strat here, and I'm gonna close the space. Then I make this smaller like that. Add the space. Then I'm gonna put the dates like so. Okay, so I'm gonna complete this November like that, and close the space between the rows, which is the leading like that. And this can be smaller. Yeah, we can actually make this smaller. And I'm gonna use, yeah, let's just make this smaller like that. And make this, add more space like that. And then I'll move this up a bit like so. We can now have a separate line here. So it's going to be black. Okay. This is going to come here, and I'm going to put on Control J, position this here like that. Or let's make this cap. We can also make a cap. Let's see if we make a cap, if it's going to look nice. I think I prefer making a cap. So we can now change this like that. And yes. Okay, then for the venue, so we can now have the venue somewhere. Or you know what? I think this bold thing is getting too much. So I'm going to use, let's just use semi-bold. Okay, and space like that. Let's add space here. Yep. Then, because I really want this side here to be visible, so I'm going to add this here. And we can now change the color to this and reduce the opacity a bit, like so. Then we can now change the corners to 10, like that, and move this out. Move this up here. Okay, move this up, like that. Move this to the side. Make this visible now. You can still reduce the opacity of this a bit more. Yep. And I'm thinking of making this bold. All right, this is, I'll make it bold again. Okay, then I'm gonna put the space here. So, and for the venue, into at the venue now. I think I have that type somewhere here. Okay, so Okay, so we have the venue now. So the venue is, okay, sorry. I am looking at the wrong thing. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Here, 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 here. Okay. Try to put the venue. Okay, so November. All right. So I'm going to type the venue out now. So the venue is I'm gonna hide this again because it's gonna affect a type 2 right there. So the venue is the skate and French 5 and um, yes. TX 5056. All right. So I'm gonna make this smaller, and this is going to come right here. And then we can now change this to regular like that. We can move this down and make this follow like that. All right. Okay, you know what we'll do, guys? Let us make it have 4 lines. Let's just make it 3. All right. 3 is fine. Then we can make this a bit bigger like that and add more space between the rows and extend this. Okay. Then for this, I think we need to make this a bit bigger. So I'm going to take this out and we can make this bigger like that. Right? We can make it bigger like that. So the idea here is to make the hierarchy balance. All right. Is to make the hierarchy balance where, when people see the title, then the next thing they see is the time, and then when I have the dates, then to the venue like that. All right. So if I make this small letter, I think I prefer the car like that. All right. So then yeah, I think we are almost there. So I'll put this also in a group and I'll call this contacts. And we can move this here and we can also make this a bit, bigger like that. And yes. So what else do we need to do to spice this up? So for the title here, thinking of making this smaller. Should we make it bigger? Making it too big is not going to be. I'm not really a fan of making it too big. So we can move this down here and we can change this to book and add space and move this out here. Right. Then okay, so I think I'm overplaying here. So I am going to change this to 5. So what I'm doing now is I'm fine-tuning the projects. So we can move this out here. This come right here. Okay. And yes, like that. And this can be a bit smaller. Okay, like that. And put this out here like so. There's one other thing I want to try here. No, Caesar, don't do that. So yes, I think we are almost there now. So yep, then for the name, this can be a bit smaller right on the this, like like that. And what else are we missing here? So then I think we are there now. So for yeah, there's one other thing I want to do here. I'm going to make this visible now, and to really spice this up, we can the light flare. That's going to make this look more richer. So if we use this, or I'm looking for a better image here, right? So if I use this and I drag this here, and we change the blend mode of this to screen, and then we now move this to become bigger here. Yeah, I think it's nice. Yeah, this is not bad at all. Yep. So all right, guys, so this is where we are going to say bye-bye, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this. If you do, I will appreciate if you can give this video a thumbs up if you do. And if you have not subscribed, guys, please remember to do so now. All right, because I'm going to be posting more tutorials like this for you guys to watch. So in order for you not to miss my tutorial, please kindly hit the subscribe button now, and you will be notified when I hit the like button. Sorry guys, there's something I'm thinking of doing here. So if I move this to somewhere, no. All right, so thank you all for watching, and I'll see every one of you again in the next one. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you do, please drop a message, and I'll be very happy to see your messages, guys. Thank you everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.